Greetings, night owls and brave listeners. Today we're going to dive into something dark. Something that shouldn't be spoken out loud. But hey, you came here to scare. So here we go. Midnight Passengers. The rain poured in sheets against the windshield as Alex gripped the steering wheel, peering into the obscured darkness of Route 47. The clock on the dash glowed 12:14 a.m., a time that belonged to the shadows, to the spaces between waking and dreaming. Alex's only companions were the hum of the engine and a creeping fatigue. That changed abruptly when, out of the downpour, a family appeared at the edge of the road, waving their arms and blinking in his headlights. A woman in a sodden floral dress, a man in a brown overcoat, and a boy clutching a threadbare teddy bear. Alex almost didn't see them in time and braked hard, skidding to a stop on the slick pavement. He rolled down the window, rain misting his face. "You folks all right?" "Our car broke down," the father said, voice oddly flat. "Can you take us to the next town?" Alex hesitated, then unlocked the doors. "Hop in." The family filed in silently. The boy's glassy eyes stared forward without blinking, the mother's hands folded neatly in her lap, and the father adjusted his tie just so. Their politeness was stifling. Alex fumbled for conversation. "Where are you folks coming from?" "Home," the man answered after a pause. "We needed a change of scenery." The car filled with the moist scent of wet clothes and something metallic, faint as blood. The boy whispered something to his teddy, the mother stared out into blackness, and the man's eyes watched the road, unblinking and bright. They soon reached a patch where the trees hunched close overhead, their branches tapping against the roof. The radio flickered with static, and then came a tune, something old, a lullaby Alex didn't recognize. He tried to switch the station, only to find every button played the same eerie song. Suddenly, the boy began to hum along, his voice breathy and high. Alex felt a chill work up his neck. "It's a beautiful night," the mother intoned, breaking the silence. "Perfect for a drive." Alex laughed nervously. "If you say so. I'd rather be curled up in bed right now." A silence pressed in, thick as fog. "Bed isn't always safe," the boy said softly, glancing up. "Sometimes monsters hide there." A heartbeat, then the mother shushed him. "Don't pay him any mind." Alex chuckled, but his fingers tightened on the wheel. He caught the father watching him in the rearview mirror, eyes too large, smile a touch too wide. The road seemed to twist strangely, the car's headlights catching glimpses of movement, shapes darting between the trees. At one point, Alex thought he saw a figure running alongside the forest edge, but when he looked again, it was gone. Lightning forked across the sky. "So, what's in the next town?" Alex asked. "A home," the father said after a long pause. "A place for families like ours." Alex tried not to look unnerved, but a sense of something fundamentally wrong enveloped him. The family's voices were muffled, as though coming from far away, and the world outside the car ebbed further into unreality with every passing mile. They drove on in uneasy silence before the boy abruptly pointed. "Stop here." There was nothing but woods, a tangle of gnarled trunks and brambles. "You sure?" Alex asked, voice trembling. "This is where we get out," the mother said calmly. Without another word, the family opened their doors, stepping out into the rain. The air inside the car felt lighter immediately, the suffocating wrongness departing with them. Alex shuddered, watching the trio vanish between the trees. He forced a laugh and pulled away, glancing in the mirror to see only darkness behind him. When he next looked forward, he braked hard. Another figure stood in the middle of the road, its face veiled in shadow. His heart hammering, Alex rolled down the window an inch. "Need a ride?" The figure leaned close, and Alex saw, reflected in the pale flicker of the dashboard, the unmistakable eyes and too wide smile of the father. "But we just dropped you off," Alex gasped. Another flash of lightning illuminated the back seat. The family sat there, entirely dry as though untouched by rain, their faces eerily serene. "We never really leave," the mother said in a voice that echoed with countless layers. "Not until someone else takes our place." The boy reached forward, small hands cold as ice, gripping Alex's shoulder. The car's engine died. The woods pressed against the windows, shadows slipping inside, crawling up Alex's arms, seeping into his mouth and nostrils. As he tried to scream, he realized with a mounting terror that no sound escaped. His voice was gone, taken by the night. When the morning came, the road was empty but for a solitary car parked askew on the verge. 3 people stood at the roadside, waving at the next passing headlights: a man in an overcoat, a woman in a floral dress, and a little boy clinging to a threadbare teddy bear. Inside the car, the driver sat, eyes glazed with terror, lips stretched in an unnatural,